Welcome to GrumpyMan's Reviews. Today I'm reviewing a dual lens dashcam. This is everything included. Let me just move the box out of the way and the dashcam. So onto the paperwork first. You get a warranty card. Make sure you register online. You get 18 months free. You get share. So if you share any of the exciting videos, so if you're ever involved in a police chase, send them that and you'll receive a free GPS receiver. You get a quick start guide. Quite detailed that. But the dashcam is really easy to use. You've got a user manual in there as well. This is very detailed. It's got pictures and text in there. So you could tell a lot of effort has gone into making this. And I appreciate that. It's got a lot of little buttons and it shows you exactly what's what. So it's quite detailed now. Okay, you get a 3-foot USB cable. That's for transferring footage over from the dashcam to your computer. Saves you from taking the SD card out. You get a 10-foot cable here. That goes into the cigarette lighter, so you could route it around the windscreen of your car, around the pillar, a side pillar, and that lights up blue. If you twist that around, it's got a USB port there as well, so you could charge your phone as well. Suction mount. The suction mount has got these little clips on there. They fit onto the dashcam. I'll show you that in a bit. And it's got these two little images there. I don't know if you'll be able to make them out. Unlock and lock on. So it's pretty straightforward. And it's got the port there for the USB. And you do stick on well that. Okay, onto the dashcam. So the front lens is 1080p, 30 frames per second. Infrared light there. Speaker. It does have pretty good audio this as well. So if you're talking in the car, it will pick it up. Some VANTRUE branding there. That's where the lens is. N2. The rear lens is 720p, 30 frames per second. When I turn it on, you'll see on the screen it comes up as picture in picture. So on the left hand side you get a little square box where you could see the rear and obviously of course the front and the front. But I've got some footage where I've got some daytime footage and I've got some nighttime footage, but I will be adding it in as picture in picture because when I was recording I had this camera pointed upwards. It rotates to an 80-degree angle and I accidentally had it pointed upwards. So this dashcam is mainly aimed at Uber drivers or taxi drivers. Well, aren't they the same thing? But anyway, yeah, or if you want to keep an eye on what's going on inside the cabin, it's good for that. But I was alone when I was testing it, so I just flipped it up. But I will include it in, but not for long, just to show you how it looks. But the quality on this is really good. Okay, so onto the camera. At the top here, that's where you will install the suction mount. So if I just show you, so that clips on like that. When you first get the dashcam out of the box, they recommend you charge it for 2 hours. I charged it for 2 hours. The dashcam does have its own internal battery, so it will run for about an hour and a half. But it's best to put the USB cable on so it's continuously recording. To take that off, there's a button there. You can see, just push that, push it outwards, that comes off. Really simple. I left that in the car and I bought the dashcam in, but you can bring this in as well if you want, but I bought it now because obviously I'm reviewing the product and I'm showing you. This dashcam does have G-Sensor built in. If you do have an accident, it'll lock that file so the file can't get overwritten, because what the dashcam does is you can put up to 64 GB class 10 micro SD card it supports. So once that's filled up, it'll rewrite it. But if you're in an accident, it will lock it. And you can set the sensitivity levels as well, medium, high, low. By default, I think it's on medium and I've left it on medium. However, you can also push this P button and that will lock it as well. The recording won't get overwritten, so you're secure if you're involved in an accident. The other thing that P button is for, if you get the right kit to hardwire it, because I picked this up from Amazon and there was something on the description there, you can pick it up, or if you go to the company's website, they'll be able to assist you further on that. You could leave this in your car 24 hours recording if you hardwire it properly, and if anyone comes near your car, it'll start recording and it'll save the recording. When they move away, it'll go off and then it'll kick back into life if someone comes back into the car. It's got an OK button there. That's for stop recording, start recording, and also when you make your selections from the screen, you push the OK button. Down here, it's got a microphone, power on off button. It's got arrows there again, up down selection, and that's your mode button, so you could select your modes. I will be showing you that in a bit. On this side you've got a mini USB, AV out, and if you lift this up, space for your micro SD card as I mentioned before, up to 64 GB. I have a 32 GB one in there. Now do get a good SD card. You don't want to get a cheap one and it doesn't work on you. I'm using a SanDisk one. It's got a HDMI port there, and that little button there, it's for reset. So if you've made a mess of things, like if you tinker around with it, like I'm used to changing settings and stuff, you get a SIM ejector tool, pop it in there and it will reset itself. It's good build quality, this. It does feel nice. That's an overview of the dash cam. I'll turn it on now. So to turn it on, you just push the button. The record symbols come up, so if I push OK, it will start recording it. HDR, G sensor, it's in SIM card, and then it's got the stamp down there of the date and the time, and at the top there, how many minutes it's recording. So I've set it for 3 minutes, but you can set it on however long you want it, I think up to 10 minutes. Microphone is on, it's showing me the battery status there. So if I were to make a selection, if I push the M button, so record setup, if I go on the record setup, I press OK, now it's bought me recording mode. If I push OK again, here I could do front camera recording or dual camera. I've got a dual camera, but you can choose, you can turn the rear camera off if you want, and you could just use the front camera. But the front camera is 1080p, as I've mentioned before, which is a lot better quality. The rear one is 720. Not to say that 720 is bad, but that's just to record inside the cabin, so it is adequate. And to back out, push OK again, you're back. Resolution, OK. It's showing you 1080p, 1440 by 1080, 1280 by 720. That's the rear camera. Push OK. It's got loads. So loop recording, if I push OK on loop recording, you can turn it off, or 5 to 10 minutes to 3 minutes. I've got it on 3 minutes. Push OK, that's selected. It's got your parking monitor, that G sensor setting. So if I push OK on that, as I mentioned before, it's medium. You can put it on high as well, but I keep it on medium. And you could do your HDR mic, you could turn the mic on and off, the stamp. Now we've been through all that folder, so if you go to push M again, push the forward arrow, setup, push OK. Now here's where I could set my time, car number plate. That's important to have that, because if you're involved in an accident, you'll notice your car. Auto LCD off. By default, the LCD screen goes off within 3 minutes. The screen will go off, but the camera will carry on recording. Why I'm mentioning that is because it happened to me. I thought the camera had gone off and I pushed this OK button. I pushed the power button and the actual camera went off. I didn't know that it was still recording. I'm sure you lot won't get that. You lot won't make that mistake, but I did anyway. So that's that. So push OK back. Then it's got your power off delay. It's got loads here. I won't be going through all of them because it'll take a long time. Power setup. Then you've got your GPS setup. Now the GPS, I picked this up from Amazon, and it also said there you could buy a separate package or something, and then you can use the GPS with that. So that's that. Move forward. It's got your files. That will have your files, so you could play back what you've recorded. So if I were to push OK, event is come up. It does have a 1.5 inch LCD screen. It's not touch screen. If you can see here on the left hand side, it's a smaller screen that's recording in 720p. That's the rear camera. The front camera is 1080p. That's bigger. But when you get the files over into your computer, you won't see it like this. You'll have two sets of files. You'll have a file for the front camera and a file for the rear camera. In my opinion, I think it's a good piece of kit. This is designed really well. All I've got to do now is I'll add the footage in. I'll add some day footage, and then I'll add some night footage, and after that the video will end. Thank you very much for watching.